ready to go to Montreal right now, and we're at the gate. We got here really early. What time is it?
8:45.
And the flight for us to go is at 10:05, so we have a lot of time on our hands.
Boarding time is at 10:20.
But still, no matter what, we have a lot to go. A lot of time to waste. And my bag is ripped.
Oh no.
So that's okay. I'm gonna spend some of this time thinking about how we can sew it.
After the trip. Right.
We have all the time right now, so yeah, we'll think about it. It's, what time is it now?
10:40.
Okay, so we're about to fly now. After waiting a really long time. I'm tired. We're all a little tired, but anyone will be in this situation, so here's to Montreal. Sleeping on the job. Yeah, see the guy in there?
Really? Oh yeah.
Okay, now we're in Quebec. Montreal.
Yay!
After a long wait. Oh, it's a lot. And we're a whole lot richer too.
Whoa.
We have Canadian currency. And while I still feel like my money is worth a little bit less now.
It's fine.
Of course. We're gonna decide on what to do later, but hopefully everything will be okay since we landed. Godspeed.
Yay.
Okay, so now we're at a cafe and we decided to make a little bet. We combined some currency that we had and we're going to try and see if we can have some money left over. Now, how much money did we have again?
After the cab ride, it turns out to be $192.80.
So we'll try to keep as much as we can.
Once again, what kind of bet? Meaning, you think we will need more?
I think that we will need more.
Nah, I think we'll be fine.
I think no, because the thing is we're gonna go see this, we're gonna go do things, we're gonna get some souvenirs or whatnot for friends, family back home. So I think I want people to know right now, this is day one. We're gonna need we may need a little bit more or a lot more. I think we're gonna need a little bit more. How much do you think? So you think we'll be perfectly fine?
We'll be fine, because we're gonna use like dinner on credit cards. So
yeah, because if we were to use the currency, the money that we have for every little thing, of course we would go over budget really quick. So there needs to be some exceptions. I mean, there will be some times where we would both need our credit cards to do things, you know? But for fun, like for anything that we might see on the street here in Quebec, we'll see if we could stay within our budget.
And if we do go over, that's because he's a big spender, okay? Or it could be me.
But at the same time, even if you're in a foreign country too, don't hesitate. If you want to buy something, buy it, because you may never know if you'll ever find it again, or you'll find the same thing but a little bit more costly.
That's true.
Très magnifique. understand why is there a Chinatown here in Quebec. Why? Tell me why.
Because we're everywhere.
Oh. You asked me what's the deal with the French stop sign. Well, in Quebec, that's actually part of the whole idea of Quebec sovereignty. The Quebec people, they're not really fond of the English language. They're French people through French descent. And to have a stop sign in English and in French, it goes against that. So...
No, when we left the airport, it actually says arrêt. I think that's how you pronounce it, not too sure. And stop. But then after that, they don't have both languages.
Because of public opinion.
Oh.
This is the most French part of the entire country. Do you honestly think they want to have the English language here? No. I mean, by law, Canada is a bilingual country. Even though the people here may not want that, but that's how it is. Here in May of 1642, Sierra Maisonnier found in Montreal, located at the junction of the St. Lawrence River and the now disappeared Petite Rivière Saint-Pierre. This area was well known to native peoples who for centuries met here, and on the present site of Palais Royal, the French built Fort Ville-Marie upon their arrival. Around 1688, Montreal's governor, Louis Hector de Carrier, acquired a portion of the area and built his residence, hence the name Pont de Carrier. This site, which gave birth to Montreal, also witnessed its transformation into one of Canada's great metropolitan centers. So, this looks great at night also. Don't let that limit your imagination. Bloody good dinner we had here. It's really cold right now. So it's the end of day one, and we just got back into the hotel. We had time to settle, Ying and I, and we had a fantastic day here in Montreal. The dinner that we had was good, right?
It was really good. My first time having foie gras.
Foie gras.
Yes.
Foie gras.
First time.
Yeah.
It tasted good. Yummy.
We actually had a souffle.
Because that was good.
I know, because the thing is, I bet a lot of you have seen in cartoons and in movies how it's really hard to make a souffle. A real one, because we were talking about that during dinner. You can get a fake one. Like, it's just basically a muffin, but we had a real one with a lot of sugar and a lot of good ingredients. And it just shows the caliber of the restaurant that we went to. I took a quick snapshot of it the moment before for you all to see. And what we did, we just walked around Montreal, old Montreal, And yeah, we're a little tired. Anyone would be in this situation, right?
Sleepy.
So we're planning on seeing a little bit more of what we already saw today. But the whole thing is, it started to get dark. We couldn't because, you know, we could not take pictures for our friends and families. We couldn't show good shots for any of you watching because, you know, if it's dark, you can't see anything. So we'll do a little bit more tomorrow, and we'll let you know what happens. So stay tuned for day 2. Well, it's day 2, and it's a little bit after 11:30 in the afternoon. We're going to head out and explore some more of the city. And the bad thing is that we checked the weather, and there's a decent chance of rain.
Yep, 50%.
Until at least this early afternoon. So we're going to be taking an umbrella, and we're dressing a little bit more warm because this is the time that you can get sick in. So we're going to have a good time and see everything right now. There's no harm in going to the church just to see the natural beauty and to appreciate it. What are your impressions of it so far?
Very beautiful. Remove all the stained glass.
In places like this, it's always good to be a little bit quiet, you know, out of respect.
Oh, of course, of course. Look at that stair.
So majestic. Because this showed, examples like this in Europe show the power of the church.
Yeah.
Structures like this, architecture like this, show that the church had power. It was to be both respected and feared. Look on that stained glass window of the missionaries converting the natives. Do you see it?
You're right.
That was one of the reasons why the colonial powers took over the world, to convert the natives to Christianity. And to this day, they still use that as an excuse as to why they did it. When the question was asked to them sometimes, why did you do all that? And sometimes what they reply, simply to spread the word of God. Their God, at least. Well, we're outside now, and as you can see, the weather looks a little bit cloudy, but it hasn't really rained on us just yet. It probably will a little later, so we have umbrellas just in case. The weather isn't that bad, surprisingly.
I think you just jinxed us. I think it's about to rain now.
No. I mean, there's clouds over there. There's clouds all around us. Oh, wait, there's raindrops. Ah! That will be bad karma. Actually, it is raining now.
Yes, it is. You have to say it hasn't rained, huh?
I mean, it's raining pretty bad too. We have an umbrella, but our clothes will still get wet, so we're probably gonna have to stay here for a few minutes. We were hoping that this wouldn't happen until tomorrow after we left.
Ooh, looks pretty bad now.
Right on top of us too.
All right, since we're raiding here, because of the huge rain.
It's hail. It's hail. It's hailing.
You're right.
It's actually started to hail now.
Whoa.
All right, I think that's probably it. The rain is letting up a little bit. I mean, that's to be expected. We're up further in the North American continent, so when it rains, it pours.
And then it hails.
Yeah. Okay, because of that, let's just stay here a little bit longer. Because imagine if we would have gone out with an umbrella. We would have got pelted with hail right now.
All right, since we're raiding here because of the rain,
Again.
what do you think about that church at Notre Dame Basilica?
I think it was nice. It was nice to look at that. You see, people may have their own views about religion, but in the end, it's just a building. It has the architecture, there's meanings behind it, but we were talking about that before. To each their own. You may like the building, you may love the building, you may hate the building. Or rather, you may love the religion, hate the religion, or be neutral toward it. But I'm glad that we went there. Because in a city as old as this, to not go to a place like that it makes everything redundant, you know? Now remember everyone, it was raining before and it even hailed. So when you see things like this, you have to wonder. Because, you know, sinkholes. I'm almost hesitating to take out the umbrella right now because we are getting a little bit wet. Our clothes are like little droplets on our clothes. There's no one outside. Everyone's inside restaurants or cafes.
Good. More room for us to walk.
That's because we're in the middle of the street. And the creepy thing is I did hear some thunder and lightning before. We saw some of that. So we might have a little bit more rain later. When you look at the clouds, it looks like it's a perfectly straight line.
Finally, we got to a cafe.
The weather actually got a little bit better too.
Sunny, look outside. Ooh, sunny.
What do you think? Will the weather still be good when we get out for tonight?
It's only in the morning. I mean, early in the day. It's my dream.
We should cut the crepe open. Let's see what it looks like inside. Wow. We're done with our food. Was it good?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we're doing some more sightseeing now. Yay! Okay, so we just got outside the cafe, and it's a lot brighter than we thought. This is the weather that we should have had about maybe an hour or two ago. You know? Okay, and it's almost kind of hot if you really think about it now. Ying just took off her scarf, and I actually did the same thing when I was inside the cafe. So we're gonna do a little panoramic right now. You see, it's so bright, that we're narrowing our eyes. That's how bright it is. And look, you see the sun right behind us?
No, I think that is how my eyes. I shouldn't say that.
Ow. See, now there's the glare of the camera. Okay, so we're gonna do some more sightseeing and then we'll let you know what happens later on, okay?
Bye.
Well, it's roughly halfway through of day 2, and we're in the Montreal City Hall right now. It's been a pretty good day so far. We've done a lot, we've walked a lot, we've seen a lot, right? Right, Jane?
Mm-hmm. A little tired.
I know, we've done a lot, but there's still plenty more to do. So we're just gonna sit and we'll let you know what happens a little later. You see, the thing is, when we were wandering around before we went to that crepe cafe, we actually saw this bridge in the distance, and a little bit farther from that, there's a dome. I wonder what that is. What kind of attraction or monument that is for. I mean, I don't think we can reach it because we would need to cross this river to get there. So, I guess it's something that we'll probably find out some other time, or maybe someone watching can tell us and let us know. Well, it's the third night and we're gonna have the last dinner here in Montreal. And it's kind of bittersweet because it's been a nice journey for us, right, Ring?
Yes. Tired, but it was so much fun.
All right, we'll go in and we'll let you see what it's like. Okay, so we're in the restaurant now, and we're going to go with the deer tartare as our appetizer. And for the main course, me and Yang, we decided on the deer chops because since it's our last day in Montreal, we want to go out with a bang.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but what is this? I never had that. Usually it's horseradish or Tabasco sauce.
Yeah, basically sauce that you have the oyster with, yeah, but it's French style, French version. So this is the oysters that Ying and I decided to have. At the last minute we decided to get these, so it's the appetizer before the appetizer.
Alright, so this is the deer tartare. I believe it comes with
couscous. Well, it comes with a few condiments on the side right here. Yeah.
I guess cheese.
Yeah, because the thing is, you eat some of the deer meat, and then you eat a little bit of that on the side. That's what I'm thinking.
It's my first time deer.
Yeah. And then we have a side potatoes, I think, right? Right, Ying? Potatoes?
They're not bread?
It's bread or potatoes?
Oh, it's bread.
It is bread, yeah. So,
alright. Bon appetit. This is our main course.
a giant meal for two.
This is the deer chop, 16 ounce. That's the boar smoked meat. And this is a alaga. Yep. And we have 2 red wines right here. Alright, let's dig in. Alright. We have to do a correction.
Because
apparently this is the boar smoked meat.
and this is the deer.
This is a 16 ounce deer chop. I was wondering because this didn't look like a 16 ounce to me.
I know, and we were wondering. That's
All right. So this is the deer chop 16 ounce. This actually is some kind of like a pickled sauerkraut thing actually. Because that's mustard. That actually tasted like, well, that's a pickle, and this is like pickled cabbage.
So sort of, yeah, like horseradish, like you were saying, something like that.
Yes.
And yes, this does look like asparagus, but it's the olive kind.
Yes.
So, matter of fact, let me taste it right now. Let everyone know what it is.
Have you ever heard about
A little bit hard to cut.
I think they have such a smell like really makes the name like like the streeter dressing around here.
You definitely need to choose this. This is not something you can swallow. If you try to swallow it, you will choke.
Be careful.
Yes.
All right. Now I'm hungry.
Now we'll eat now. We'll let you know
Okay.
how it is. So, you and I just finished the dinner right now, and we decided that we're going to have the dessert. So we'll let you know what happens when we get it. But we also noticed that at this part of the restaurant it's just me and her, and it's always nice to have a little bit of privacy to ourselves, right? So the dessert was actually handed over to us. We decided to get both. You know, we never do anything simple. We always do everything to the utmost.
This is the flourless chocolate cake. This was, do you remember?
Probably the regular cake.
Blueberry.
It's made with blueberries in it. Now, it doesn't look like a blueberry cake because it's so dark, but that's what the waitress told us is inside. So Ying and I have a little bit of an adjustment to make with the desserts. We said that this was the chocolate and this was the blueberry, but it's actually the opposite. We just tasted it right now. This is the blueberry, and that's the chocolate, just so you watching, you know what it is. All done. We have finished both desserts, and we have to say it was pretty good. Well, it's the end of day 2, and we're back in the hotel. The dinner was actually really nice, really good. We both enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, I'm a little full right now.
Yeah, even though, you know, we took some time out to relax and we got back to the hotel room, it's still, we're a little bit full. And, yeah, we have a lot to reflect on about the time that we spent here so far. And trip's not over yet. We'll be here a little bit while longer, and tomorrow we'll talk about everything that we've done and give some final thoughts.
Morning.
It's the start of day 3, our last day here in Quebec, and like I was mentioning yesterday, we decided to end the trip in style, so we got a good gourmet breakfast for us. We ordered some hot chocolate.
Yay.
And some...
What was this? Cranberry juice.
Yes, the gourmet cranberry juice.
Ta-da.
And we decided to get a regular croissant and...
Chocolate croissant.
Yeah, chocolate croissant. So for the main courses, we got a Quebecois breakfast.
This is the waffles, huh?
And then the French toast waffles breakfast.
Oh, beans.
That must be the Quebecois. This is the gourmet. Mm-hmm. So we're just going to eat here, and then we'll get ready to go to the airport. And then once we're there, we'll give you some final thoughts about the vacation, everything that we did. Well, it's 11:58. It's going to be 12 o'clock. The flight won't be for another hour, so we're sitting here in the airport waiting to leave. And we were just like talking and thinking about our trip, and it was a lot because we decided to get something for our parents, some authentic Quebec liquor cider. So that'll be something to enjoy when we all get back. And so what do you think? What was the best thing that you saw in Montreal?
I still like the church.
Yeah, the Notre Dame Basilica. And we were talking about it that when we were recording, there was a substantial group. I would say more than 20 people. They were Japanese and they were in the church, and that kind of struck out at us because we didn't really expect to see that. Because we would, of course, if there would be any Asians in the church like that, would be the Koreans, but they had like a tour guide specifically for them. And when we were leaving, Ying showed me the pamphlets. They were English, Spanish, Italian, French, and the Japanese pamphlets were all sold out. And what I really like the most is that when we were recording some of the night scenes, because you probably saw in some of the shots already, a lot of tourists, a lot of people around, and sometimes that's not really good to see. You want to see the sights and not worry about someone messing up the shot or some obnoxious tourist just standing there when you want to look at the view. So when we were looking around at night, it was just us, and that was it. That's what I liked the most. So we still have time before the plane leaves, so we'll just relax.
Oh, one more thing that I like about the trip, the hotel.
Oh yes, the hotel that we stayed at, it was very well placed, and we got it specifically for the location. And one more thing, we were talking about it last night. Do you remember the bet we made on the first day? On the first day, I said that we would run out of money and that we would need to get more money from a bank or from an exchange location. But what happened?
We still have enough.
But the thing is, for any of you traveling, when you get cabs to and from airports, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It cost us going and coming back 40 Canadian dollars. That's a lot. We could have spent it on a meal in a cafe. We could have spent it on some souvenirs, but we spent that on a cab ride. Oh, I don't like that. So if you are going to and from a location, have a friend or somebody pick you up. That's more money for you to spend on something else and less to spend on something else. We basically just threw $40 away. But in the end, it was worth it. So, Ying won the bet.
Yes. What do I get anyway?
Anything you want.
Should have thought about this before we did the bet.
So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.